Kind of like the topic of mythology, like religion. Do you think religion is good or bad for society?
Both, which is a cop-out answer, but I'll explain.
Mm-hmm.
It's good in the sense that it gives people comfort, and it can also increase the chances of people doing good things because, again, it's controlled by fear. You know what I mean? There's a fucking yeah. Good job for stabilizing the mic. Hang on. You know, let me just set this up.
Are you gonna go in the hand now?
Pardon?
You're just gonna hold it now.
Yeah. There we go. Damn, this is freeing. How much noise does this make, do you reckon?
I think you get a lot more noise.
Probably.
Just hold it like the distance it was, maybe. Not like right up against your mouth.
Well, this is feels like let's just do this. Oh yeah, so good because people are controlled by fear. They're more likely to do good things. But in the same sense, there's always been profit with religion, especially Christianity and Catholic.
Something like, because I don't want to get dark.
Oh wow, it's fucking hell. Yeah, it's still not helping. Do you want to maybe fucking the ice it real quick? Yeah, sorry if it's been real dark, guys. Yeah, there's such a big thing with profit in Catholicism, especially. It's just sort of. I think yeah, there you go, Spur. I think overall the cons of religion. Yeah. The cons outweigh the benefits, and I think it's a very difficult one because at the end of the day, the Bible could be real. Well, obviously the Bible's real, but you know,
yeah, like what is taught and whatnot. Like what
that could be legit, and we would just like, nah, fuck that, and then eternal damnation in hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's a tricky one because I think religion is good for society because of like what it teaches is like community and like looking after each other, like those, and like gratitude and those kind of values help society grow, and it's sort of like a rule, like a not laws in a sense, but like kind of helps maintain sort of an order of society. The problem is like I don't know, nothing against like a Muslim religion, but the Saudis, like how extreme they are, like you hear of like people just like getting taken away and like put in prison for like just like random like pointless shit.
Oh,
that doesn't really like I don't approve of that.
No, yeah, the woman that got sentenced to death because she had cocaine in a hotel room in the like UAE, like that. That's fucked up. That's heavy.
Like that, I don't agree with.
No.
But like the good practices it teaches, I do agree with. I think that's gonna be beneficial.
Yeah, I think if you take it with a grain of salt or a pinch of salt, whatever the saying is, then and you take just the good things, then yeah, it could be great. Yeah. But like, are you gonna save yourself till marriage?
No.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, don't get tattoos, don't eat pork, don't do this, don't do that. Yeah. You know, life is all about punishment, so you can be like, it's all one big test. Like, fuck off, mate. The thing is no matter how you live, if you live great and then you find out at the end that it was worth it, sick, and if you don't and you're like, when I say great, I mean by the Bible, not just as a good person. If you live like fully by the Bible, touching kids and all that, then it's like and then you get to the end, you're like, well, so I could have hit that joint that one time and it would have been fine because this is just cold, lifeless anyway. But then if you don't do it, and then you're like, oh, I shouldn't have hit that joint that one time because now I'm in hell, you know, living up with Satan. It's like,
there's the quote of like take what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is your own. I think that's with religion, like, you know, the practices that teaches, you know, take what's useful, learn what you can from it, learn the good things from it. Anything that's like bad, don't use it, and add what's your own. Like, live a good life. Like, experience as much as you can, and like, yes, maybe some things that it teaches are, would help society and would also not. But no, I the good practices, I think overall, like yes, like I would say so.
I think the best way to live your life is if it's, if it's fun, it's legal, it doesn't hurt anybody else, and everyone that is doing it wants to do it, then go for it. Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? I think there are a lot of laws that shouldn't be laws, and there are a lot of laws that should be laws that aren't. But instead of, if you rape a girl behind a bin, you get 6 months in jail because jail in prison because you're an American swimmer. Then Brock Turner, that shit, he got 6 months. I think he did full 6 months. I don't know, because he was a athlete and it didn't want to ruin his fucking potential. But if you go buy an ounce after working 12-hour days, then you're going to be in prison for fucking 12 years of your life. And they'll do all that shit. They'll rub it in your face about how fucked up the site is. Because while you're in prison, they're also talking about decriminalizing weed, man. But you're still gonna do your fucking sentence because it gives me money. You know what I mean? California built 20 prisons in the same time they built one university.
Fuck.
Incarceration in America is one of the biggest sources of profit. And it will always be, because people will always commit crimes, especially when you treat the people that commit crimes like they're animals. They will then act like animals. The worst, people will act out the most when they feel like they're being cornered and they have no way out. And if you're stuck in a cell 23 hours a day, potentially on your own, potentially not on your own, with fucking Big Papa in the back, you're his little twink. I'd also go fucking insane. Yeah. I'd also want to hurt people when I got out or while I'm in there because I have no escape from it. So Norwegian prisons are sound because it's like...
Yeah, it's like rehabilitation.
Yeah, it's like
punishment.
Yeah, literally. It's, we want to help you. You did this, right? And that was pretty bad.
Some things like you need to be punished for some things.
Yeah, do you believe in the death penalty?
Yes. It depends on what you've done.
Yeah, this thing I do and I don't. If you've done
some very inhumane, horrible acts, yes, you should not be alive.
But do you think that it's a cop out? Because I know I'd rather take 30 seconds of, or however long it is, of intense pain from the lethal injection rather than life in prison.
Well, they don't kill you immediately, do they? You're in there for years.
But then
you're on death. You're on death row for 10 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
30 years. Because you have multiple... It's not like you're sentenced this once and then, all right, tomorrow you're dead. You're given multiple times to appeal.
Yeah, but it never goes through. Once you're on death row, I feel like you're on death row for life. The death penalty, because it's misused so much, makes me not want to do it. Mm-hmm. But there are some heinous acts, and you're just like, oh my god! Fucking one thing that pissed me off. Cain Velasquez. He's in prison, no parole. I think he's looking at 20 years because he shot a guy who molested his 4-year-old daughter in daycare.
Fucked up.
It's so fucked up, and he was let out on bail. Cain Velasquez isn't. I think UFC chairman Dana White and I know Kamaru Usman did. I think some other fighters did. They wrote 36 letters in total to the judge. Nothing.
How can you be that closed-minded and just disregarding?
There are some
surely you can see if someone was bad or good, and if you just act if someone molested my daughter, I'd want to kill him.
Yeah, I think he acted fully rationally. Mm-hmm. He didn't even kill him. He shot him. You know what I mean? I'm sure he wanted to, and he probably tried to. But I'd want to do the same. Mm-hmm. I saw Joe Rogan talk about it and say something that was oh my god, where he said that Joe Rogan hoped that he only used his hands, and that is a stomach churning sentence and something to think about. I think the whole system needs reforming. I think almost every system in America needs reforming.
Yeah.
I fucking hate America.
Everything's very outdated, isn't it?
Everything started. Fucking Benjamin Franklin was talking about it. He was like, "Yeah, you guys need to redo this every like 19 years or something, because otherwise, you know, shit's gonna hit the fan."
Mhm.
And then 200 years later,
Shit's hitting the fan.
Yeah, because the two-party system reigns supreme. Gun laws in America are fucked. The war on drugs never worked and was never going to work. It was just a money grab. The fucking prison. Oh my god, man! I could go on for this shit for so long because it enrages me.
Trying to leave that
Yeah, sure.
episode there. I
how
think
long-
we've gone for a while.
Yeah, fuck America. Fuck the police. All right. Where does it say it in the right? An hour and 3 minutes.
Shit, yeah, done.
Thanks for watching, guys. This has been me.
Thanks for watching this this clip. If you liked watching this, somewhere around the screen will be like the full episode or whatever, and you can go watch that. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like and comment. We'll hopefully see you in the next episode.